What's happening, guys? Has here, and today I'm gonna talk about why I don't like counting calories. So when I first started training and started to get into the game, I wanted to lose weight. That was my first goal. I thought counting calories will be my first my best solution, but I never wanted to count calories because um I loved eating, basically. That's why overweight people are overweight, because they love eating, and they loved eating. I still love eating, but the difference was, at that point, at that stage, I said, hey, look, I'm going to do all I can, not so that I make up for not counting calories. So I used to run for about 2 hours, sometimes even more. I trained for long hours as well, day and night, and I managed to make up for that calorie caloric surplus by overdoing it with training. And to be honest, that was very maintainable to me because I didn't have to sacrifice the thing that I did not feel comfortable sacrificing, which was my eating. But what happened was I managed to use the food to be able to create different kind of physique, meaning it wasn't a depleted physique, so it was more of a full and still relatively lean physique because of the amount of activities that I was doing. Then I thought, let me just, because every bra was following the diet caloric restriction bra, so macros and all of that. So it's like, okay, let me try it, and I was miserable when I first attempted. Miserable life, lack of sleep, everything, just yo-yo dieting, basically. That's what happened. Deficit, then yo-yo dieting, scale goes up and down, and it's all a mess, and so much mental pressure there. So I was like, let me just go back to my approach. And I did not my voice is disappearing. I did not know about fasting or anything like that. I just thought, let me eat less frequently, but when I eat, I want to eat as much as I want. So that was my first attempt of the fast. No idea there was such a thing as fasting, to lose weight. I didn't even know it. And the benefits and the fat burning benefit. And when you eat, it goes more towards building muscles and rather than gaining fat. All of that I had no idea about. It was more primitive. And that brings us to the first point of this video here. It's not primitive to sit and count your calories. Yes, it's an advanced way and you're more specific with counting, but let's be honest, back in the day there was no such a thing as fitness pal, and everyone was sitting and counting their calories before their hunt. It was like, oh, let's hunt for a smaller feast today because we don't need that amount of calories. Come on, you want to hunt for as much as you can. So what I'm saying is, counting calories is not a primitive thing. Okay, so, and there are two inner smaller points here. One, because you have to have, first you have to have a life, meaning, I'm sure most of you do have a life outside of just sitting and counting calories, and you'll not be able to sustain that amount of, sitting and counting calories for that long, unless it's your life to sit and count calories, which is a different story. But that's you. But most of us have a life outside of it. So, and let's be honest, it's gonna be miserable just to sit and count everything you eat. It just becomes a mathematical equation, everything you eat, rather than just having fun when it's time to have fun. Okay, so, and plus your calories burnt during the week differ, meaning one day you'll train legs, you'll burn more calories. One day you train arms, less calories. And all of that will have to be factored in. If you're being very advanced, then that will also be more of a burden. Then you'll have to maybe make up for that by increasing your food for that day, and just insanity land. Okay, so rather than that, I'd rather use that energy towards my training and be more specific with my training and put more emphasis in it, and my posing and all of these other activities, to be able to um, use it to generate something useful rather than going into calculations and wasting time. You can be getting stronger, you can be improving your stamina, you can be improving your hypertrophy, your muscles, rather than all of that. And um, one other thing is, it's easier to let your body decide when to put the fork down, rather than saying, okay, I had 500, that's it, I'm gonna stop. Maybe you need 100 more, you don't know. Maybe you walked more, maybe you did something else. So it's much easier for the body to decide, to know that. And now we go to the third and last point here, which is freedom. Who does not want to enjoy food? Who does not want to have that ability to just eat whatever you want and still wake up the next day losing weight and looking better? Who does not want that? Maybe fuller and also stronger in the gym. Come on, let's be honest here. So obviously, you have to have common sense when you're eating. You have to have your greens, you have to have your healthy sources of protein. I always go by the rule of 80-20. 80% of the healthy sources of protein, healthy sources of fat, carbs, and then once you're done with that, you can have some cookies, some whatever you like. Just with common sense, with being smart. You don't want to be 8 weeks pregnant after that food. You have to have some common sense. You have to have some, um, because you can overdo it and end up gaining weight. Is it as bad as you um would it be as bad as eating more often during the day and overdoing it? No, but if you eat that meal, and very important thing as well here, I'm talking about eating one meal right now. So once you get to that stage of only having of being able to only have one meal, then you will be able to get those results. Obviously, you'll have to ease your way to it. Maybe skip breakfast, then slowly skip for a week, then skip lunch for a week, and then you only have dinner. So yeah, very very important thing is to listen to your body and to not overdo it with that meal, because then it could backfire and you can end up gaining weight. Okay, and it is hard to do that, because you will have to force yourself to eat more, but it's possible. Okay, so that concludes this video here. I know lots of people will be, oh my god, yeah, we have to calculate calories, it's gonna go downhill from here. And look, you can't change some people. Go ahead, do that. But if you want to have a free lifestyle where you can maintain it for a long run, you know that counting calories is not an option. Thank you.